On today's episode of Pucking Around Podcast, we're going to talk about the Miko Rantanen hits because he had two pretty nasty hits, one on Romanov and one on Coronato. So we're going to talk about that and why there was no suspension. We're going to take a look at the early, this is an early look at all the awards and trophy races that there are in the NHL. And then to end it all, we're going to talk about what our biggest surprises so far this year in the NHL are. I'm going to do that with, by the way, my name's Rick. I'm going to do that with my co-host, Alex up there. Nope, the other corner there. And making his big return.
I'm back.
Right up above me.
Who is that guy?
What's going on, peeps?
Matt Norton.
Who
Say
is
hi,
he?
Matt.
I miss
Consider
y'all.
his return.
Ready? I'm excited to be back, boys. Let's do it.
All right. So and I almost forgot this. Pucking Around starts now. All right. So we are going to I don't know, you guys want to whatever, get right into the Miko Rantanen hit. I'm going to show the second hit. And it's a screenshot, so I'm not showing any footage, but you'll see what I'm talking about. The second hit was really bad. So I'm going to show it, and then we're going to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can see look where he caught him.
That's the neck.
That's the neck.
That's dangerous.
That's the neck. That's impossibly, that's crazy dangerous right there. Like, literally, you know what? You could kill a guy like that.
Well, if you hit him the wrong way, for sure.
Or paralyze.
Oh,
that's probably a more likely.
Doesn't take a lot. You hit someone hard enough, right in the right place. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't take a lot.
Yeah.
That's crazy stuff. All right. Let's go here. Hang on, I screwed up something here. Here we are. Yeah. So okay. Who wants to lead off on Matt? Matt, you're back. Matt gets the lead off. First of all. Did you see both hits, or you said you didn't?
I saw the first one. A lot of angles of the first one. I didn't see the second one. But on the first one,
well, you're a computer whiz. Go quickly to take a look. Not hard.
I mean, I'm looking at the screen grab.
Yeah, but it doesn't. I'll tell you what. It shows you where he hit him. I thought it was a brutal hit. That doesn't fully show how brutal that hit was.
Yeah.
So, okay, so while Matt's looking that up, we'll tell you this, that on both hits, the first one on Romanov, which I'll be honest, I didn't really think it was a suspendable hit, but maybe a game. I didn't think it was all that bad because I didn't think he did it on purpose. Now, this hit is a totally different thing.
Ooh.
It's totally different. If he wants to say, well, I didn't really want... No, you did that on purpose.
Yeah, at full speed, that looks gnarly.
That's nasty. It's a nasty hit.
Yeah, I mean, that looked really, really bad.
How was that not suspendable?
I mean, that's principal point of contact. Looked like right in the name, like right above the nameplate, back to the head, that kind of area.
Yeah.
I mean, that at that type of speed, I don't know how that's
at the boards too, right at the board.
I mean, that's boarding, and then some.
And did he get called for boarding on that one? Romanov, he did. He got
called
for
major
boarding.
for that one.
You got
major.
I mean, he got a game misconduct for this one too. That's why he got the 1 game suspension.
Oh, okay. So I didn't see that stuff. I didn't actually know, but I'm sorry. But when you consider the hit on Romanov was what, a game before? 2 games?
Couldn't have. When I saw that he got suspended, I was like,
so 2 games later. He does a hit like that, and then the reason for the title of this podcast today is the dopes at Dops said, yeah, that's okay. Let him go do that again. Like, I mean, what's going to stop him from doing that again? He got no suspension, no punishment. What's going to stop somebody else from doing that?
So my take on this is the sheer fact. So he did get a 1 game suspension at a technicality, as you guys stated. 2 game misconducts within a certain time frame does get you an automatic suspension. So he will miss a game. But for the actual hit itself, he's getting nothing for either of these. I think they were both suspendable hits, personally. I can slightly hear an argument for the second one. It's not enough to not suspend it, don't get me wrong. The only argument I hear for the second one is Coronato.
Coronato.
His name. Coronato. There we go. I just caught myself. Coronato turns at the last second to make the contact even worse, but he was still coming in with full force. You can't do that. It was a suspendable hit. He should be suspended, no question.
I had heard
the turn makes it a little worse than it actually ended up becoming.
Okay, so before I saw it, I had heard you say that he kind of turns. I didn't really notice that.
Yeah,
I'll go watch it again.
It's at the last second.
I didn't really see
it's
it
easy to miss if you don't catch it.
How much does he turn? Does he turn so much that causes? He
turns where his numbers become the new point of contact, or his neck becomes a new point of contact.
So what would have been the point of, if he doesn't turn? Where do you think he would have hit him then?
Not in the back of the net. It would have probably been close to the side or shoulder a little bit, but it's still the fact that it's in a dangerous position, which is still why it should be suspendable. When you watch the hit, it is still in a very dangerous position. He's still very vulnerable there, and he's still by the board, so you can't do that. But with the Romanov hit against the Islanders, so we have mixed opinions on this. Me and Dakota both believe it should be suspendable. Rick and Cam both believe that there was arguments again where he could get away with it. My personal argument is this. Whether there, so for those who didn't see the hit, Romanov comes in hard for the puck. There's less than 30 seconds to go when the hit is actually forced. And Rantanen comes in to make a big hit on Romanov, and he kind of bumps into Mayfield a little bit. There is some contact, and he puts his arms out, whether it's to brace himself or put the hit on Romanov, and boards him into the back. Romanov is now out 5 to 6 months after his shoulder surgery. Yeah. He's practically done, barring a lengthy playoff run for the Islanders. Here's my issue with this. So the big argument is Mayfield's role in this. Did he make contact? Did he actually force him into it? My argument against it is simply this. Rantanen put himself in that position, coming in with the force and speed that he did. Now, the argument could be oh, yeah, well, he has every right to play the puck as much as Romanov does. And while to an extent that is true, he put himself in that position, number one, to cause this. Two, the forcefulness of the hit, whether he was intending it or not, putting his arms out, slams Romanov in the numbers, causing the major injury boarding. And number three, this part doesn't get looked at long enough. He was in the box for 27 seconds. Wasn't even a quote-unquote major penalty. Now, you can call but the principle of the matter. But at the end of the day, if you don't, they didn't punish him and you got a 27-second penalty to make this guy practically miss the rest of the season. I think the Romanov hit, with or without contact from Mayfield, with the way Rantanen approached the play and came in with the amount of force he did, was reckless. And the fact that whether he was bracing himself or not, he did indeed put his arms out.
One.
What?
Didn't put both?
One arm or two. He was still aboard.
Yeah.
Putting Romanov forwards and causing a major shoulder.
Okay, but this is where I disagree with you, first of all. If he did that, yes, that to me is deliberate and whatever. What I saw when I saw the replay, and I watched it a few times, was I saw him get pushed by Mayfield, not hard, but get pushed enough.
I think it was
really close. He was really close to Romanov. To me, a natural reaction being pushed is you put your hand out sort of not to hit the guy. That's what I saw. And then it was happening so fast they slammed into the boards. And I don't see that as it was malicious in any way. I'm watching this one.
I agree with that take.
The guy turned. I'm sorry. That hit would have hit him exactly where he hit him anyway.
Oh, I agree.
I agree. That's a malicious. That's a bad one.
This is malicious below.
I
Yeah,
rewatched
that's bad,
watched
man.
it a couple more times. The second
My
hit,
issue with the Romanov thing is just the position that they put himself in coming in. Oh, excuse me.
But the
Little
speed,
baby puke. He came in with the speed and force that he did, and he put himself into a reckless position. Whether it was intentional or not, I don't think listen, going into that hit, I didn't think Rantanen was a dirty player before or after the hit.
this one is different.
This one, like, the intent was worse. The only argument I have for it is you can at least argue it was worse than actually was just based off of Coronato's movement. It's still a dirty hit. Don't get me wrong. I'm in 100% agreement. But him turning made it worse than it was.
Wait, this hit happened so fast as well. And I'm sorry, maybe if he moved, it was slightly.
I mean, no, it wasn't much at all. I rewatched it a couple times. He's going to play the puck on the board.
The action of it.
To fire it around.
No, that one, I don't think
that's dirty. I'm on your side. It's a dirty hit. It should still be suspendable. It's kind of like a footnote I'm adding to it that him turned it from a bad situation to a worse situation. It's kind of the way I'm kind of explaining.
But that's not,
turning. I didn't see him turning really slightly.
I mean, but the only reason he does that, I just watched it. I mean, he's just going to play the puck to send it around the back of the net.
I know. I'm not saying
like it's not like he's turning to try to like get caught. Like he's slowing up.
I'm not blaming him for turning. It's just the way the play happened to go.
How is that not?
Now, thankfully, Coronato was okay.
How you think that's the reason why they didn't suspend him for that hit? Is that
Coronado? No,
he left the ice bleeding
because he's a superstar.
He left the ice bleeding. I don't know, the nose or the cheek. He left the ice bleeding.
I think he didn't get suspended because A, Coronato came back, and B, he's a superstar. Coronato was okay, thankfully.
Yeah, he was.
He came back in the game.
Yeah.
So that's probably a mixture of the two reasons. Probably more of the Coronato thing, but
still
when you do this, and here's another mini argument. If you gave him a punishment for the Rantanen hit, the Coronato thing probably doesn't ever happen. Whether it's a game or not,
it probably
makes Rantanen double take making this hit. Whether he got a game or was suspended for that game, for the suspension being more than a game. Even if it was a one-game suspension, he probably will come back in this and double take whether he wants to make the type of hit or not. Because going into this play, my opinion for Rantanen had not changed. I didn't think he was a dirty player, but he put himself into a bad position with the Rantanen thing. That's where
Rantanen is. You mean Romanov? Just so people.
Romanov thing. I'm sorry.
Yes, please. Just so people don't think you're insane. That's all.
I know I'm insane. But people know what I mean. The Romanov situation, it's just the way he approached the play. He put himself in a bad position. I didn't think he should have got thrown the book, but maybe like 2 games, 3 games for the Romanov hit, something like that. Because it's a first-time offender. He doesn't have a history. So that he has a positive for him. But because they didn't do anything here, this happened. And
okay, but I don't know if I totally agree with that because I honestly don't think the Romanov hit was bad, yes, but it's the situation that they were in, and it's a hockey thing that happens sometimes, and I don't see that as being kind of something he did, so I wouldn't have suspended him on that, so that wouldn't have affected this, but on this. My God, how is he not getting suspended for this?
No, I agree. He should be rewatched it a couple more times, especially with the questionability of the first one. Sorry, Nordy, continue. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I was just gonna say, I just rewatched it a couple more times. I think what people are seeing as a turn is just him slowing up to play the puck.
That's what
I'm seeing watching that. I don't think he's turning because he's slowing up. It looks like it, but you could tell he's going to try to corral the puck and shoot it, send it deep and around.
Yep.
He was going to get hit in that area anyway. Even if he doesn't slow up, I mean, contact.
I think that movement made it worse. It turned a bad situation worse. Is kind of my argument.
Okay, but but when you say
I mean, it's still a bad.
This is why I'm arguing.
I'm in agreement.
This is why I'm arguing with you Because when you say the movement, he didn't do anything but play the puck. That's a hockey thing.
And
There's
again,
no movement.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
That's what I'm saying. So there's
Yeah,
no
but
he turned and showed his numbers.
I know he's he actually fired the puck around right.
All
like,
he was doing.
All I'm really saying is that movement is what made the situation work. Because I don't think Rantanen was anticipating him being in that spot. It still was going to be a dirty hit regardless. I'm just saying it added on to it. It's like me adding a footnote to it.
But
I don't know, man. Playing hockey as long as he's played hockey. I mean, I've seen that exact move. I mean, Rick, a million times, right?
Yeah.
Along the half walls. The player's going to slow up a little bit like that to fire it around. And
plus, his back was to Rantanen, so he didn't know exactly, I imagine, and he was just grabbing the puck to rim it around the boards. I do not see a turn. Rantanen's totally at fault there.
Between the combination of the not getting suspended for the last hit, this hit in general, and the fact that it happened in such a short time frame, he should definitely get suspended. But
yeah, I don't know how they don't.
You only got a game for a technicality, and I think that's just absolute dog shit.
It's why we call them the dopes at dops, because they are. I don't know how to describe. How do you explain how they can just look at that, or they can look at a certain hit? Doesn't matter what the hit, right? They look at one hit, and maybe they kind of get it right, but in general, they look at most of them and they get it wrong. How do they? They're former hockey players. How do they not know what they're looking at, or is it us that really doesn't know what we're looking at? Someone doesn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, the dopes at dops have struck again. And it's just, it's the consistently inconsistent.
It's like that's what their plan is let's keep them wondering what we're going to do, because you never know what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Inconsistent. That's my issue. It's like they spin a wheel, and whatever the hell it lands on, they pick.
Kind of.
Throwing darts at a dartboard.
Or a dartboard, yeah.
Yeah, dartboard. All right. Who's throwing today's dart? Oh, hey, it's Brendan Shanahan, our old Dops owner. All right, put the blindfold on. Throw $1 in the pool. Let's see what
three
you
darts.
Oh, you missed the board. Gets no suspension.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It's like, and you know what? If it pisses me off when they do that, but you gotta. It's like, how do you not laugh at how stupid it is?
It's the lack of consistency more than anything that aggravates.
It's so unprofessional. It is. It is maddeningly incompetent.
Consistently inconsistent.
That's what they are.
Plain and simple.
And it's still what? It's still Paros, right?
I believe so. Yeah, I don't believe the leader of the Dopes and Dops has changed.
It's kind of like they put the enforcers in there, and then they kind of like they're okay when dirty shit happens, because that's what they would have done. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like what it is. I don't know the explanation, but that's how I kind of see it. Anyways, let us know, by the way, in that comment section, what you think of these hits by Rantanen and what you would have done. Do you think they were suspendable? And do you think that they weren't?
And do you think we need a new leader of the Dopes and Dops?
Well, when do they do that anyway? They do that every now and then, but
I think when the CBA renews, I believe so. I might be wrong on that. That's me.
Can we impeach him? Maybe we can impeach the guy.
All right, let's start a.
What's
the thing where you get signatures for something?
A petition.
A petition. That's it. Let's get a petition going.
Words with Alex.
Words with Alex. I'm the king of brain farts. When I want to say something and you just can't get the word out, don't you love that?
Yeah, but I'm 62, so it's normal. I don't know what your excuse is. Maybe it's possible. Can I ask you, are you wearing that hat because you're hiding a scar or something on your head? No, you're not. Okay.
Well, I have a bald spot, not a scar.
Well, for the brain operation, I thought maybe there was a scar.
Well, I mean, hey, you're the one who put me on the surgeon, so
I did what?
you're the one who put me on the brain surgeon, so
I think I got the wrong one.
yeah, apparently. Hey,
All right, so we done with that, or we're gonna?
yeah,
what,
let's
you wanna add?
move on.
I don't know if we
Rick,
could
why
add
don't you
anything
tell us
anyway.
about the races right now? We had a little bit of a report from the projected NHL award rankings right now. This is about maybe
A
a
week-
week out
a
of
week
date,
old.
but for the most part, I'd say they're all pretty up to date right now. Nordy, why don't you lead us off? What do you think about the current showings for the NHL award rankings? What do you think stays the same? What do you think changes?
Oh man, I mean, the only, I guess I'll say two, but like McKinnon and McCarr, I think until proven otherwise, are probably gonna run away with the Hart and the Norris. But the Calder race, I think is gonna end up being really close. I do give the edge to Schaefer right now. I think everyone would. But Demidov's right there, Nikishin's right there. That's gonna be fun.
Well, Demidov now leading him in points again. I don't know if he was behind, but he's ahead
He's
now.
got 17. Schaefer's got 15.
Yeah, but I mean, if he's only going to finish 2 points ahead of Schaefer, Schaefer's going to win the Calder.
Yeah.
Right. But I think it's fine. I think they've both been the best rookies in the league.
Oh, it's been those two
without a
top
doubt.
two, no question.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, I don't think Dobish is in the top 5 anymore.
No, he's not. He's not there anymore. That's why it's a week or two. It's a couple weeks old.
Yeah, like I say, it's for the most part indeed.
Yeah, it gives us an idea of what who's where.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dobish is definitely not there. And who's that? Sela? I don't even think Sela. Why is he there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Seelov's the
He's
goalie.
been good. Don't discredit Silov.
Oh, okay.
He's been solid for the Pens.
I guess, yeah. You're right. The Penguins. There's a reason why the Penguins.
That's the guy they just stole from Vancouver. I didn't understand that trade for the Canucks at all. They
didn't steal him
just because it was a clog up in net.
They didn't steal him from Vancouver. Vancouver said, "Hey, you want to steal this guy?"
Good point. Vancouver gave him away.
Take him. They gave him up freely.
That was so dumb. Dumb move. I didn't like that for Vancouver at all. They rather go with a aging 30-plus-year-old Thatcher Demko,
and he's
who
out
already
now.
has shown multiple injuries that are going to
He's out right now. Isn't he on the IR?
Yeah, he got hurt again.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that and went, "Oh, not surprised."
Bullet dodged. Actually, more like missile dodged. That I'm going to say Nashville and Vancouver right now might be the two worst run organizations in hockey. Vancouver just can't seem like they do anything right with their moves. And Nashville made an all-in push that exploded in their face. And then Buffalo is Buffalo. I kind of put them in their own category. But, yeah, I didn't like that at all. Hart Trophy, McKinnon, Celebrini, and Bedard. If you ask me, I don't think those three are going to change for most, if not all, of the year. And maybe one of them will eventually fall out. Maybe McDavid could sneak into this. Leo Carlson's kind of faded a little bit.
Where are we at? The Hart Trophy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to think McDavid might, but not the way. I mean, if he can get the Oilers back to being like,
yeah, they got to get in the playoff one.
Then maybe. So I'm not surprised he's not there. Let's see. Maybe only Thompson being in there. There should be somebody now that would be in there other than Logan Thompson. Don't you think?
I think Carlson may have fallen back a little bit. He's probably
it's gonna probably the only guys that are gonna stay there. The top three, I would think the top three are probably gonna stick around and be in that running all the way through.
Agreed. Barring injury, the Hart Trophy top three will stick around. Like I said, McDavid could crawl his way in this.
Yeah.
Crosby's been playing very well this year. If he keeps the pace up he's on and drags the Pens to the playoffs.
Yeah, if he can drag them,
you can't make an argument.
If he can drag them to the playoffs, definitely you got to make an argument for putting Sid in there.
Agreed.
At his age, come on.
For sure.
How old is he now? Sid's 36 or 37? Is he 38?
30, yeah, 38.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Playing excellent. Aging like fine wine. Tom Brady in the NHL.
Without a doubt. I know. I have him in the fantasy pool, so I know how he's doing.
Listen, as a Flyers fan, I don't like him as a player just because he's on our arch rival, but god damn do I respect him.
You have to respect a great player when they're great like that. You can't you might not, like you say, you might not like the team or whatever, but you got to respect the talent like that.
I can't stand Evgeny Malkin, but I as I've grown older, I've grown to really like him. I mean, respect Crosby more, for sure.
Well, I can't stand Austin Matthews. He is talented, but he's not making the most of it anymore. But he is talented. You can't take away the talent from him.
Oh, yeah. That's the same thing with me with Malkin. He's talented. Yeah. I just hate his antics on the ice.
Yeah, I don't like Malkin either.
Agitated, he turns into Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, I don't like Malkin. Never have liked Malkin.
No.
Anyways, we sidetracked. Okay, how about Jack Adams? Because that's contentious. Right now, I don't think St. Louis there.
Can someone ask me why Brind'Amour is in that? What's the big difference between the Hurricanes now and the prior years?
But that doesn't mean anything. Are they? Does he have them playing well? That's
what they have been, but it's not like they're doing anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, but that's 2 weeks ago. Also, this is clearly two. I mean, Sheldon Keefe is there, so
Muse, the Pens coach, that I agree with. He absolutely belongs there with how he's been playing. I mean, the Pens team. Although the Pens is starting to fade a bit from relevance, so that might not be updated.
Well, yeah, because
who's the Isles coach? Patrick Roy. I think he's got an argument to be in this. I mean, that Isles team is cooking right now.
Yeah, but again, right? Everyone has to remember we're 21 games into this season.
Oh, yeah.
Habs are.
Again, now. Things will definitely change.
So much of these things will change and multiple times.
Notice how I'm not hyping up Rick Tocchet?
Well, why?
Well, he's been shit anyway.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry.
Okay, why would you?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying this is a general perspective. I am not Rick Tocchet. Not pro Rick Tocchet, despite the Flyers start.
Yeah,
sorry.
And he's
no disrespect to Rick. I will give him props for how much his system has stabilized the defense and our netminders. I'm sorry, one of our netminders. But when you sacrifice a large majority of the offense to do so and go consistent dump and chase, quality over quantity, and refuse to play your young talent more than 14 minutes a night, yeah, you kind of piss me off and lose me.
Did Tocchet's coaching settle Vladar down, or did you just bring in a quality goaltender?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think because he plays a very defensive first system where he keeps things to the outside and plays a very conservative game.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Vladar's been great. He's been excellent in that. So I'll go a little bit of both.
You take a guy who is a good goalie, not a great one, but a good one, and then you put him in a good defense, better defense, and you're going to get what I expected from Vladar, to be honest.
He's been solid. Yeah, Vladar has definitely been more than advertised. I have loved what we've gotten out of him so far.
You should.
Honestly, I think you can make an argument he belongs in that Vezina argument. I don't think he's in the number 1 or 3 or anything like that, but
but Vezina goes by numbers. Clearly.
Yeah.
No, just by numbers.
Thing though too is obviously Hellebuck's not.
He's not
going to be close to there for a while because he's out.
Yeah, he's hurt.
I think until after Christmas.
Yeah, he's out 6 weeks or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. With
I'm interested to see how he looks when he comes back because he's probably he should be backing up Ottinger in the Olympics, so we'll have to see there. But
yeah, well, we'll see. Will they name him to the Olympic team if he's out?
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, if he's not going to be ready in time,
I think he'll be ready.
Who'd you pick as their goalie?
Yeah, no, he's going to be ready in time. I don't think that's the question though. But don't they have to name the team soon?
Well, they could if they
Well, they
know
can
he's
always
going to be
get
ready,
replaced.
they can name him.
Yeah, that's true. If they know he's going to be ready. But again, what if he comes back and he's shit and they've named him to the team?
That's why we have Jake Ottinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you have other goalies for sure. Jake Ottinger. I mean, I'll give him that. U.S. has great netminders for sure. So, but
Canada, not so much.
yeah, not so much. But in terms of Ladar, like so far this season, 13 games played, 8-4-1 record, 2.42 goals against average, 0.912 save percentage. I mean,
Good
his
number.
numbers are good. Maybe not as good as probably that top five, but I can understand, especially with how bad the Flyers goaltending was last year, where he has some level of argument to maybe sniff the end of the top five. So
It doesn't matter if he's in the Vezina talk for you guys. He's giving you the numbers that a goalie needs to give you.
Oh,
if you're going to have a chance to make the playoffs, you need a goalie giving you like that kind of production.
Agreed.
So that's what matters. How about the Selke Trophy, guys?
Tyson Forster has been a machine. I agree with that take.
But there's a name. There's a name missing from there at the time that this came out that to me should have been there. Now since then,
Nick Suzuki.
Yeah, and now since then, I get it. He's fallen off a little bit. I'm just saying when this came out, Suzuki should have been there.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I know, like, for the first, 4 weeks of the season, a lot of, the writers that do these rankings had him at 1.
Yeah.
1 and 2, kind of alternating. But,
and
I mean, unfortunately, the whole team had a rut there for about a week and a half. But hopefully this past one against Toronto kind of
Suzuki sometimes mojo back. Suzuki can be streaky. He'll be back in that running by the end of the season. Yeah. He's dealing with an injury.
I don't think Forster stays at the top spot on this, to be honest with you, but he has been great for when he has been played. He has been a complete shutdown two-way winger who has a fantastic shot. Noah Cates is a great defensive player, too. He plays a good two-way game. The Flyers' third line with Cates, Forster, and Brink, for the most part, has been one of the best shutdown lines in hockey. So I'm not overly surprised you have two guys there from that line.
Yeah, but Selke now isn't just about that. They have to have the production, too. If they don't have the production, they're not going to win.
Forster's he missed a couple games. He's got 7 goals. I think he's got 11 or 12 points at the moment.
Yeah, you're going to need more than that.
But he missed, I think, 5 games, too. So
because Selke's about overall, it's a 200-foot game, so you got to have the numbers on both ends. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's valid. Right. Tyson Forster's numbers, he had 10 points in 16 games. He has 7 goals, 3 assists, 10 points, 16 games played.
It's not horrible or anything. I'm just saying. What about anybody surprised Marner's there?
You think a little bit, yeah. I didn't really expect to see him there. Not really known for his defense, I think, at all.
I don't know if that's 100% true.
He's gotten better at it. He's definitely gotten significantly better at it now.
But he's a guy who plays on the PK. He must have some defensive capability.
I mean, true.
And look at Toronto. Toronto is missing this guy like crazy. And I was never a Marner guy.
You beat me in my question, Rick. Do you like Marner now that he's not on Toronto anymore?
I'm not a Marner guy. I probably never will be. But one thing I can do is I respect him a little more because you see how valuable he was to the Leafs.
Oh yeah, they're last in the East right now.
So I have a little more respect for him as a player and what he does than I did before. But I still don't really like the guy or anything.
The Leafs are last in the East. Can you believe that?
Yeah, 100%.
That's something.
And I'm happy for it too.
Oh, I'm sure you're elated. I'm just saying, who would have? I thought they would be a little bit worse this year, but I didn't think they'd fall off this much at this point. Now is the point we can say, all right, it might be time to worry.
I tell you this for all the listeners out there: if you're listening and you hate the Leafs, or you're happy to see them in the last spot in the division, give a thumbs up.
I know
give a thumbs up. Yeah, I got one up too. Hopefully, we'll get a lot of thumbs up from that.
Look, I think, I mean, we've talked about this for years now. It's like beating a dead horse, but I think the problem with the Leafs goes just beyond talent. It goes beyond having guys out, right? Because teams have injuries. I mean, the Montreal Canadiens are injury ravaged right now, but the thing is, the Canadiens will always go out and they'll work hard. They'll try. Like the Leafs again and again. There's just games where they just don't look like they care at all.
And what is
I think Craig Berube's at a point where he's like, I don't know how to get through to these guys. So,
and what is the thing I've been saying for a few years now, right? What is the thing they've been missing? Right in the center of their freaking chests, no heart, and it's showing.
I mean, it's obvious, right? Like after the Habs went up 1-0 this past Saturday, they just stopped playing. Like they were just like, oh, it's 1-0, we lost. But it's like, why?
Remember when Ryan O'Reilly was playing there, and then in the offseason they wanted to re-sign him, and he absolutely refused and said, "I'm not going back there." So it's bad there. There's something wrong there. What it is, I don't know exactly, but it's something that's contributing to them not really caring. Or that is the problem, that the players they go after don't have the character. And then you look at Montreal, where they are going after character players, and you can see Montreal can fight back. Toronto can't.
Well, look at, I mean, not for nothing, but like, look at who the captain is on that team.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly. Guy's got a lot of talent.
He does. I mean, Austin Matthews is one of the most talented players in the league, but yeah, I mean, there's just games.
What was that?
And even you watch like Leaf fans on YouTube, it's like there's games where he just looks like he doesn't care. And it's like,
yeah,
dude, like,
what was that movie there? Bull Durham, or the pitcher? He's got a $1 million arm and a 10-cent head. There's Austin Matthews, in my opinion, right there.
Yeah, Toronto is definitely in a bit of a bind right now. They better get it going sooner or later, or they're going to be potentially on the outside looking in for sure.
If Craig Berube is out of answers, like like Craig Berube of all coaches, who's won a Stanley Cup, who knows what it takes, who knows how to motivate a team. Like if he can't get them to snap out of it, like there's something deeply wrong. Like deeply wrong.
It seems like the fans are starting to get it. I notice more Leafs fans are just fed up with this shit.
Well, how could you not be, right? You just went through like 9 years of prime opportunities to do something, and every year the same thing over and over again.
But in the offseason, they were not showing any signs of slowing down on their whatever. And it seems like now they finally realized that, there's something wrong here.
Well, yeah, like I don't know how you can see there isn't, like, and again, I feel for Leaf fans, like, in a way.
Oh, I don't.
You just went because you just went through 8 or 9 years where you had prime opportunities to go and win something, to win a Stanley Cup. And
I agree with Alex. I don't feel. I mean, I feel for them sort of, but I mean, in general,
like because going through not
the bad ones.
Right? But you know what? Like, I mean, the 8 or 9 years basically wasted. Where, I think even after even at the halfway point, I think some fans who were could see what was going on, kind of knew there were problems and changes needed to be made, and they signed Marner to that extension again, and I think Dubas was ready to trade him before the no trade clause kicked in to do something, and that didn't happen because Brendan Shanahan overruled them, and they kept trying the same thing, and it's like,
I know we're sidetracking. What did I just do? Hang on a second.
Am I all that's left?
Yeah, sorry about that. I know we're sidetracking on that, but did you see the rumors about they're finally have like legitimate rumors about trading Matthews finally? Like they're talking about it now.
I don't think it'll happen this year, but it could be something down the road if this happens maybe another year.
Yeah, I mean, if they can't figure something out and they're in the spot, like going into like New Year's or Christmas, like you got to think there's at least a few voices here and there. Like, do you kind of blow
Matthews
it up?
Matthews is the problem.
Doesn't he have a no movement clause?
He does. He has a full no
movement. I don't think he's gonna win.
So But that's
know.
again, that's what happened with Mitch Marner.
Oh,
Like
it's
that's
true.
why Dubas wanted to, and I think was going to trade him, and then they
But-
fired him because Shanahan was like,
Yeah,
and this
Shannon
is true.
didn't
You
want-
can look this up. He said we're not moving any of the core four. It's like,
And now there's
well,
no
then now
team.
what can you do? Because now you don't have money for
Now
for
there's no
players. You
team.
can't-
There's
Yeah.
no team to trade him to because Arizona moved.
Well, yeah. Now with
Well,
Matthews,
San Jose and Chicago.
you got to find somebody to take on. What's he making now? 13 and a half or something?
Yeah, 13 and a half.
Million? And I know the cap's going up, but like what team in I mean I'll say like even in contention or might be a piece or two away, like is gonna A, give up what you're gonna want for him, and B, like have the cap space for that. Even with the cap going up, that's still a lot of money.
And don't you think also a fan base that might be, getting him might not be as excited anymore about Austin Matthews? He's kind of showing the kind of player he is. That's how I see it. I wouldn't be that excited. I mean, okay, I would hate it here in Montreal, but say I'm a fan, like in Chicago, say, I don't know how excited I'd be to hear Austin Matthews is coming right now.
I think we're just. Well, I still don't think Austin Matthews is getting moved anytime soon, but
No.
But
Probably
No,
not.
but I'm interested
Honestly,
to see
we're gonna figure
what
shit
they
out.
start doing, what they decide, because the kind of the golden rule is like right around this time, American Thanksgiving, you kind of sort of should have a bit of an idea of what you want this season to be. You're gonna make a playoff push, you're gonna stand pat, or a team like the Flames where, all the wheels fell off and now you're in tank for McKenna mode. It's like, you kind of want to make that decision. And I think for better or worse, or for whatever reason, the Leafs are still kind of 50-50. I don't think Treliving knows what to do. I just in general don't think they know what to do. And
I just think it's
we'll see what happens, but
I think it's funny they still think that that's a championship team.
Well, the other thing too is like they don't have any first round picks till like 2028.
Right. They're screwed for
So they can't.
a while.
It's not like they can go out and make a move and bring, a little bit of not star power, but bring in like some talent to bolster.
The Bruins have their
they
first
can't.
this year. We have it next year.
Yeah, I mean they don't have the picks, and I mean they're going to trade Easton Cowan. Like I can't think of any prospects they have that have value besides him.
When you consider that fact right there, right, their window's pretty much closed now.
Well, Cohen they could move if they wanted to. That's probably about it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like besides him, that's what I meant. Like besides him,
but wait,
value.
But I mean
bring something back.
That doesn't make your team better when you're trading one of your young.
Especially with the injuries they have right now too. It's like it's not like they can really move anybody anyway. They're not going to have a team.
No. Listen, they're I believe it. Their window's pretty much closed now.
Yeah, might be.
Yeah, which is I like this talking about.
Would you consider them the biggest disappointment of the NHL so far? Kind of leading into our next topic.
Well, I'll tell you this: they're not a surprise where they are for me, anyways.
Oh, I think they are to this extent. I knew they were going to regress to some level, but I still thought they'd be in a playoff spot right now. I thought they'd be maybe third to a wild card.
But you thought they were going to regress a little, and then the injuries and everything, and the goaltending hasn't been and now Stolarz is out.
Yeah.
And it's not a surprise.
Right, and like Joseph Wall is the only reason that we didn't beat them like 15-0 Saturday night. I mean,
yeah, and even then, I mean,
like something happens to him. Caden Primo is your starter.
No, he's gone. Caden Primo's in Carolina again.
Oh, he is. No. Oh, sorry, I didn't know he got played. That's totally my bad.
They waived him.
So they go to who?
Yeah, I thought I heard that too.
They waived him.
A week ago, I think.
Yeah, they waived him, and Carolina picked him up.
I did not know that.
I thought Primo experiment didn't last long.
No.
No.
So yeah, but like if something happens to Wall, then you're trusting a very, very green rookie in Dennis Hildeby, who's shown a little bit of talent here and there, but that's like throwing him at the wolves at this point. I mean, he's only played like a handful of NHL games. Like,
yeah. No, it definitely warms the heart that Toronto's having all these problems. It definitely warms the heart. and seeing the Leafs fans like getting it finally, like, they've been kind of like you call Slav or Cam does on Fraud Watch. Yeah, they're definitely on Fraud Watch now.
Oh, they're definitely on Fraud Watch. Yeah, I can agree with that. Who
And
else?
again, like,
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, obviously, again, injuries you can't help, but it goes beyond that.
What are you
Because,
looking
like
at
I
me
said,
for?
even if you have injuries, if you have a team that goes out there and still tries, you're gonna be still competitive in games. You might not win as much as you would. But, like, again, I use the Habs as an example because we have a bunch of injuries too. But every game I watch them, they're trying hard. Like, yeah, they got shelled a couple of times, but they still had that game against Columbus. They played their hearts out. Last game, they were like the Harlem Globetrotters passing the puck. It's like
But
you can still find ways to be competitive.
we didn't lose our most productive player
Well, that's true.
by letting him basically walk, because we're not
that's
idiots here in Montreal.
So, who's another surprise for you guys? I got a team that kind of comes to mind, or if you even want to do individual players, how about the Seattle Kraken? Currently sitting in second place in the Pacific right now. This is a team that I was bashing for their direction. I thought they were a team that didn't really know where they were going with this. And, the thing that stands out to me with Seattle right now is all three of their goalies have played pretty fairly well. Joey Decord, 7-3-4 record with a 2.56 goals against average, 9.09 save percentage. He's looked good for the most part, just in general. And a guy who I personally thought was cooked going into the year, playing 6 games so far, Philip Grubauer.
They just released him. Didn't they just release him?
They just cut him? When?
I think so. Didn't they just
That's news
release
to me
him?
if they cut him.
I read something. I read something
Looking it up.
like the last couple of days. Someone want to?
Oh no, he got sent down to the AHL. So yeah.
Oh, so they waived him to send him down. Then that's what
correct.
It was.
Yes. So
Okay.
I think that was because they had an injury issue with their other goaltender too, who also in the 3 games he's played has been half decent. But Grubauer, 6 games played, went 4-0-1, 2.14 goals against average and a .912 save percentage. Gotta give him props too.
Where the hell did that come from? Oh, you know who I'm thinking of? Actually, not Grubauer, Georgiev, I think. Georgiev, I think.
He's overseas in Russia now, I think.
Yeah, they released him, and that's why he went. That's what it was. Sorry about that.
Wrong underachieving goalie.
But Grubauer has been struggling the last couple of seasons, no?
Yeah, he
has.
has. That's why I was like, I thought he was cooked.
Yeah,
he had
this
4
is a bounce
straight
back.
seasons under a 900 save percentage. Last year he had an 875.
Yeah,
and
that's what I thought.
For whatever reason, in the limited time he's played, he's found his game.
Yeah, he was horrible the last few years. So yeah, it's a comeback for him a bit. So yeah.
Yeah, I gotta give credit to Seattle's goaltending. They've gotten better. And Seattle as a whole is definitely one of my surprise teams. It's the team, as I just stated, that I pointed to that was completely directionless going into the offseason. But, so far, 11-5-6. Very weird record, I know. The OTL is kind of boosted a bit. But either way, 11-5-6 start. They're playing. They're looking decent.
It's still 11.
In the division.
No matter how you look at it, it's still 11 wins, 11 losses.
Yeah, I mean, that's why me and you make the argument of going to wins versus losses, but that's besides the point. But instead of points.
No, you make the argument. Isn't that your argument?
My argument is the 3-point system would be my second option. Your way of doing the wins and losses only would be my number 1 option.
Wins, losses, and ties.
That too, if you want to do that.
Well, how else do you do it? Wins and losses. Then you have overtime if you don't do ties.
You continue with OT or a shootout. Either way.
Yeah, but But it still is the problem of the points.
No,
Anyway,
and then you
it's not-
just
that's
do
not
wins
for-
and losses and just throw points out the window. It's like how all other sports go.
No, don't other sports have 2 points for a win?
No. Every other sport is just wins and losses.
That's
The
football.
only other sport that has a tie is football.
Okay, but basketball,
There's no
There's
points
no
in
points.
basketball. It's wins and losses.
Soccer, like
when you
Premier
win a game,
League
you
and
got no
soccer,
points.
yeah.
No
MLS,
points.
they have points.
Basketball, you don't
one
get
for a draw,
points for
none
your
for a
wins.
loss.
Nope. It's wins and losses in basketball. Same with baseball and football.
Well, okay, but
Technically has ties, but they're very rare.
okay, in baseball, you got the leader, right, in the division, and then it's behind games behind, obviously the leader, right? What do they do in basketball? They got to have a way of
Same thing.
Same thing.
Wins and
Games
losses.
behind.
and
Games
games
behind.
behind. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. To be honest, I didn't know basketball did it that way.
You learn something new every day.
That's what they say. They also say you can't teach old dogs new tricks. So I'm an old
Wow.
dog.
Wow.
No, you're not old. I'm an old dog.
But yeah, the Kraken are definitely one of my big surprises. Do you guys have a surprise team that might come to mind? Or
Not
even
off the
player?
top of my head, to be honest. I have to look at the standings.
I'll give you another team in a little
I
bit
might have
of
to
a
go with
negative-
Anaheim, only because I didn't think they were going to be this good this quick.
I thought Anaheim was going to improve, but not
Oh,
to
shit,
Oh,
this.
so
they're
did I,
leading.
but not first in the division.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
They've been
that's-
really, really good.
That is a bit of
They
a
did
surprise.
the
But
rebuild right. I give Verbeek shit for
Yeah.
some of the moves he's made, but their drafting has been excellent. Leo Carlson, Senecki, adding Cutter Gauthier, as much as I hate to admit it.
I hate
You
to
know, Troy Terry is still a solid player. They got Truba and Gudis holding it
Dostal's
in the
been
back end.
really good. I think he's going to get the starting job for Czechia in the Olympics.
Dostal,
Dostal's been awesome.
he's been great. He might be a Vezina candidate too. That's another guy
I would
that
say so,
deserves
yeah.
some credit for how much he has improved his game for sure. But yeah, Anaheim definitely looks like it. You know what's cool about Anaheim is, as much as I hate to say it, they're a young, fun team. Leo Carlson has played like a borderline superstar this year. And as much as it pains me to say Cutter Gauthier has been a goal scoring machine, he's probably going to put up potentially 40 goals this year. It sickens me.
how about Detroit?
They were
Detroit,
kind of up and down though. Like they were really good, and then they were down here, and now they're really good again, and they're sort of here now.
Yeah,
They've been kind of just kind of going up and down and up and down. But
Yeah, but I mean, look, it's early in the season too, so
yeah.
some of these aren't. I mean, it's not how it's necessarily going to look.
Well, especially with how close everything is in the East. I mean,
Yeah.
there's one game separating about half the teams,
And it's like not even a freaking joke that's
which is
crazy.
good though. I like that because it makes every game super competitive.
Yeah, and it's also good to see that in the whole conference,
Yeah,
the last team in the whole conference is Toronto. I love that.
I'm going to give you a player from a negative perspective. This guy has turned it around a little bit, but this guy had a rough start to the year who was absolutely fantastic last year. Dustin Wolf hasn't been the player we saw last year. He is
the Flames suck in front of them. They're
Flames
terrible.
suck, yes, but
The
Dustin
only-
Wolf was keeping him them in games last year, and this year,
Well, we play-
0.95, 3.02 goals against average. This is a thing the Flames needed to bottom out last year, and they deluded themselves. They tried to add, and now all they did was add another bad contract or two, and now they suck. And they not only they suck with more anchors now. So now it's going to be even harder to move those deals. So that was the worst thing they could have did last year was go on the run and just miss the playoffs the way they did.
We played Calgary once this year so far. He was good in that game.
Oh, I thought he was going to goalie us. I was getting so worried.
So,
I
Yeah,
was
he
watching
was-
that one. I was
he
like, oh my
almost
God, don't
goalied
tell
us.
me we're getting goalied.
Yeah, it was close. He almost goalied us in that game.
Now you guys won that game. What, in overtime?
Yes.
I don't remember, to be
Yeah,
honest.
Matheson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so there you go.
I went
Yeah.
to OT.
But
I was so glad. I was gonna be pissed if we got goalied.
don't you
I was
love
saying
that?
it too. I'm watching it out in my living room. I'm going, oh my God. Like I know we're gonna get goalied.
It looked
then we
like it
didn't.
that game.
Yeah, it was scary.
I'll give you one more player that is kind of disappointed to start the year. He's picked it up a bit over the last handful of games, and it's my guy, Michkov. He's had a bit of a slow start to the year. He's only got 10 points in 20 games. It's not all on him, for sure. I don't think Tocchet has done him any favors, giving him about 14 minutes a night. But he did come out to camp out of shape. I think a lot of it had to do with his ankle injury sustained in the offseason. But he's been better as of late.
Not from what I was told.
I think it was part of it with what
wasn't as much to do with the ankle injury as you might think.
He sustained an ankle injury in July, and he may have just been partying out too much in Dubai too. It may have been a little bit of that too. Who knows? But the ankle was bothering him, and I think he's been playing significantly better over the last dozen plus games. So I wish they'd give him more ice time. I don't understand why he's only getting about 14 minutes a game, but he has been playing better. But he has had a slow start. I can acknowledge it. I can acknowledge it.
Davidoff's getting about the same amount of ice time. Got 17 points.
Yeah, but he also has a much better supporting cast around him. So it goes double both ways.
He was on line with Kirby Doc.
Who's he at for line mates now?
Kapanen.
And Kapanen. Which actually, low key, not a bad line combo.
Actually is a good line combo.
It's pretty good.
Plus,
It's not bad.
A declining Sean. Right now, he's with a declining Sean Couturier and Bobby Brink, who's a third liner. I've been begging to put him with Trevor Zegras for the longest time, and they got Tippett there right now. Well, we'll see what happens. I've been begging Forster as well to be on his line, but
I think he'd have to
had
play
a bit of a slow start. I'm still
especially if you put him
confident
with
to become a
Zegras.
superstar, but he has had a bit of a slow start. I acknowledge that.
You would have put him with Zegras, you'd probably have to put Forrester with him because I don't see where the defense would be if you put him and Zegras together because neither of them really played that well on
Tyson
their own.
Forster.
That's what I'm saying. You'd have to put one
guy
of Forrester or Cates with them.
Well,
play
yeah,
defense.
Cates is another name you could definitely put. Yeah, Zegras has been playing.
You can't
more
just put the two
primarily
of them
on the
together
wing.
with another offensive guy because they're just
Oh
going to
no, I
do their own
agree.
end the whole game.
It needs to be either a Forster, a Cates, or a Dvorak. They did all three. They did Dvorak, Zegras, Michkov for a little bit too, and that line was clicking. But it seems like they want to play Zegras more primarily on the wing. So if they want to do that, I am fine putting Noah Cates down the middle and having Z and Michkov on the opposing wings. But if they want to at least test Zegras more down the middle, then you could put Forster on his opposing wing. The one thing I asked, don't do Couturier, Konechny, Michkov again. Michkov and Konechny are too similar of players. It just does not work. And I want Couturier in the bottom six sooner or later, but here we are. It's the issue of not having the right guys playing with him too. But I can acknowledge it's been partially him too. He looked very rough the first 4 or 5 games of the season until he started finding the Michkov style game again. Any guys or teams you guys could point at?
I mean, for me, is with the Habs. Like I don't know where Sam Montembeault got such a bad case of the yips, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's true.
There's a disappointment player.
Like I feel for him too, because like the last 2 seasons, he was really steady. Like he looked good. This year, he reminds me of Samsonov from a few years ago. He has the yips for whatever reason. Like he can't stop a beach ball. And watching him play, he doesn't look like the Monty of the last few years. He's not. His ankles have been terrible. Doesn't know where his posts are. Like
his side to side hasn't been as
oh,
good
it's been
as normal.
atrocious. He's been way over committing both ways. It's been really, really bad.
Is that who you guys played when you played against us a few weeks back?
No, did Monty get that start or was it Dolbish, Rick? I don't remember.
Thought it was Monty, but I can't remember.
I can't
Because
remember.
it was a very rare game where the Flyers actually started off good, and they haven't done that a lot this year.
Yeah, I think it was Monty then.
I think it was Monty too. Yeah.
Yeah,
He just had the yips, like, and it stinks because I get what Marty was trying to do kind of earlier on when Dolbish was hot, and then he played Montembeau, but it's like,
and sometimes
with Dolbish being as hot as he was, I get giving Montembeau a game, but I think he ended up getting shelled in that game. Then he tried him again the next game. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, and then
Dolbish ended up with a week off and then got shelled. So it's like,
yeah, and
I think Dolbish will be fine. He was really good against Toronto. So,
and sometimes it's just how the situation goes. Like guys just have bad starts; they never can find their game again for the rest of the year. So I mean, hopefully the guy turns around for y'all. But he definitely has been one of the worst goalies this season, at least on
without a doubt,
Money Puck, from what they've shown.
Yeah, it was the fourth worst last time I saw.
He's been atrocious. I mean, long term wise, so I'm not even that panicked about it because Jacob Fowler is going to be the starter in probably a year or two. So, it is what it is. But I hope he turns his game around. He's a nice kid. Like, I just think he's got a bad case of the yips for whatever reason. And it came in at a time where we really not ideal because, I mean, whether it was just a hot start or not, I mean, the way this team was playing with everyone was at full health, I mean, man, if there's a few games there, if we could have got the Monty of like last season, I think we'd have at least maybe 3-4 more wins.
And I don't know if it's the yips with them. I think it might be the groin because the injury from the playoffs. I don't know if he's fully recovered from that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it could very well be it. And again, that probably wouldn't shock me, and I can kind of understand him trying to play through it, but I think even though it is only like 21 games in, we're at a point where, like, I mean, if he's hurt, if it is his groin, like, I don't think it serves the team well to have him keep trying to play through it, if that makes sense. And I know Kakinen and Fowler in the AHL, but like, I don't know. I mean, maybe try to find a goalie on the waiver wire, stick in the AHL with Fowler and follow up Kakinen if he is hurt. You know what I mean? Because
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that.
I think Jacob Dolbish will be fine. Like I think he'll get his mojo back soon, like very quickly. I think he's that type of goalie.
I think Monty will be fine too. Just I don't know when.
But that's the thing. It's like you really don't want to be giving up with how close.
So
how tight the East is and how good the team, even with the injuries, how good the team has looked in games, even that they've lost. Like you like that a couple saves here and there, and it'd probably be a few more points in the standings. That's to me anyway. I mean, that's what I think watching the team because I mean there were like 3 games we got absolutely destroyed, but there were some closer games we lost, like that game to Boston too. It's like, man, if you could have got a save here or there. You know what I mean? Like there are some other games where I thought we looked really good. It just couldn't get the save.
It happens.
Oh yeah, no, it absolutely does. So we're still. I mean, they're still the youngest team in the league. So.
Oh my god, yeah.
I mean, I'm not in any way, shape, or form in a panic mode, but
we're
like to see
one quarter part of the year anyway. Guys are going to turn it around who started slow, and guys who have started hard are going to eventually have things catch up to them. It's still a lot of hockey to play here.
A lot of hockey, and things are going to change in certain areas for sure.
I'll give you another team that kind of, I don't know if I call them a disappointment, but maybe more or less that all the games they played is catching up to them, the Florida Panthers. Now, mind you,
you're also missing 2 of the best players in the league.
Losing Barkov and Kachuk. And now they've also added a few other injuries, I believe, as well. They've lost one guy against us early in the year. I'm blanking. It was a defenseman, but I'm blanking on who it was for about 4 months to surgery. Kachuk will probably be back in about a month, maybe a month and a half. So that'll help them sooner or later.
Barkov, I know it's done for the year. That was a torn ACL. He's not coming back.
Yeah, Barkov, that's the right thing to do is keep him out. There's no point of rushing him back. You can use that cap elsewhere. You got 10 million to use. Don't force the situation with him. Have him 100% the next season.
Why did they declare that he's not coming back for the playoffs?
No, they haven't declared.
I was an ACL, I think MCL tear.
I know,
he's
but
done. I don't even if they made the playoffs.
No, it's 7 to 9 months, so it depends on where
If
and
they
then
made
what
the
they're going to do
playoffs,
with the money for
they made the cup final, maybe, but
yeah, but it depends on that's the money they get in relief.
Yeah,
it depends on.
That's what I was going to say. They have till the deadline pretty much to make the decision. They don't have to make it now.
Thought it sounded like they had made a decision the way you guys were talking.
Well, I think Nordy's more assuming because they haven't officially announced anything yet because it's an ACL tear. Usually that's a season-ending injury. But based off of the timing and how much longer the NHL season is, because the sport you see ACL injuries most commonly is football. And the football season's a little bit shorter than the NHL season.
Way shorter.
So when you put it into perspective, if hypothetically the Panthers made a run to the conference finals and they wanted to say, hey, he'll be ready by this time, I think we can get him back. Okay, if they believe in themselves for that perspective, maybe they could try that.
Well, then they'll only get they'll only get the 3.8.
Exactly. So
that's
it's
what I'm
worth
saying.
the risk. That's why I say at that point, don't rush him. You've played 3 straight years in the Cup. If you have to sacrifice I won't even say a Cup run, but sacrifice maybe getting 70% Barkov at this point of the year, is that really worth it to just have him potentially re-aggravate an injury?
Yeah,
well, especially an injury like that, like it's just gonna take one weird stop or one weird cut, and as in like cutting on the ice, like and he could re-aggravate something. It's not
exactly.
Something really
so that's why I say I think Nordy will eventually be right that they end up just taking the full 10+ mil cap relief for the year, but they don't have to make the decision until the deadline. I do like that about the new rules. You don't have to rush it. So we'll see. But Florida has felt like, I get while they've lost the players that they have, I still felt like they had enough talent to be better than this. But I think with all the games that they played, kept etching up to them finally, it's maybe showing in the standings. Plus, the East has been so damn fucking competitive. So you put that into perspective, too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's definitely another team that catches my eye. You guys got any other players or teams that might be disappointments?
I can't think of anything offhand. That's the problem.
Nortiega?
I can't really. I mean, well, Boston came back down to earth, but for a little bit, they're Boston. But they're starting to come back down to earth. They're starting to remember who they are.
Pens, too, are coming back to earth after they lost. As I told people, they were not going to last. Now they're out of a playoff spot right now. It's not if, it's when. That team does not have the decor to keep up with this.
No.
And they don't have the depth.
You know, I will say the Rangers. And just the fact that I don't think I've ever seen a hockey team not be able to win at home like the Rangers. Like they just don't win at home like at all.
Is Laviolette still there?
No, I'm not sure.
No.
I don't remember. Is he still their head coach?
No, it's Sullivan there.
Oh, yeah, that's
Sullivan.
right. I had a brain fart. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rangers just, I don't think a lot of the guys want to be there just because of who their GM is.
No, Panarin wants out, apparently.
Oh, that'll be the one guy that actually does hit free agency. But he's not going to he's only going to get probably like a 3-year deal wherever he goes.
Yeah, he's getting older now, isn't he?
But I think he actually is going to hit free agency. That'll be the one guy that makes it there.
From the sound of it, he doesn't want to resign with them.
No, I don't blame him. Like, that team is not trending in the right direction. He's 35. He's pretty much going to try to get the Marchand contract, but he hasn't had the resume of winning like Marchand. So I think realistically, he'll probably get about a 3-year deal somewhere, if you ask me.
Yeah,
But
probably.
I think that would be fair for him.
Yeah, 35. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just hope it's not in Montreal. There's a rumor about that.
Yeah, I don't think he comes here, honestly, either. We have 8 billion wingers. I think he goes somewhere out west, if you ask me.
I'm not a big fan of his character either, so I don't think he's a guy that Hughes and Gordon would target.
Yeah,
Valid.
true. Very true.
All right. Anything else you guys want to add?
I got nothing really.
I really don't have much either.
All right, I guess I'll take us out here. With that being said, that is going to do it for this episode of the Pucking Around podcast, our 91st installment. We're just 9 away from the big 100 mark. We're gonna start hyping that up a little bit, gentlemen. But
still 2.5 months. 2 months.
oh, but it's getting close. It'll be here before you know it. But yeah, as stated, that's going to do it. Nortiego, welcome back. It's been way too long, and he will be back with us full time. Eric could not make it tonight. I did want to mention that he had some things that happened that kind of prevented him from being here, but he'll be back next week, so no worries there. But yeah, as always, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If there's anything you agree or disagree with, if there's any potential questions you'd like for us to look into for future episodes, let us know in the comments section. Give us a like. And as always, please give us a sub. We appreciate it. We're on the road to 500 subscriptions. We're only in the 300s right now, but every single subscription helps. And also, last but not least, don't forget to check out the Don't Puck With Media website. We're under Talking Habs. We are selling our merchandise there. Take a look there. If you want to buy anything, shirt, shoes, link is in the QR code there. Take a look at the November promotion there. Free shipping with every purchase of $150 or more. Use the code FREESHIPNOVEMBER to access this. Still almost a week left to get that claim, so hurry on in. Every purchase helps, and like you said, $150 or more, you get all this. All shipping charges are completely wiped out.
No, that's not what it says there.
Link.
Oh, it does. Yes. Excuse me. I
directly in the QR code. But yeah, that again is going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for tuning in. We look forward to having you guys again next week. Check out our sister channel, Talking Habs. Check out our sister pods, Hibernation and Flyer Gonna Flyer. And we look forward to seeing you next time. But as always, take care and have a good one, everyone.
I thought you were going to say, check out our sisters. Ciao, everybody.
Oh, my God, Rick.
I didn't know what you were going to say. Ciao, everybody.